Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's live session. Though we started a little bit late, but uh, we'll continue from here. So the first thing, the first pair we'll be looking at are USD pairs, right? USD pairs, and of course BTC and gold. We'll be looking at all these pairs today for our view. From the last weekly commentary I gave kind of like a summary view of them without marking my point of interest and all. Right. So today we'll be diving deeper into them, marking point of interest and all. But we start from BTC down to, if possible, Euro GPB. So on BTC, from the last weekly commentary, which was on Sunday, which was this day, I said we look forward a buy program to continue buying to the upside, and possibly what market will what either a possible pullback here or this area where price is selling currently. So market traded into that zone now and is what giving us what a pullback. Now, just like I said, this is a pullback movement in price. So we are still expecting market to continue buying to the upside. All right, still expecting market to continue buying to the upside. So the first thing now we have here is, since we have established our bullish trend, the next is where we look forward a sell program, or where we'll sell from. We'll have a break of structure to the upside right here. Okay. And just like I said, market has already grabbed liquidity right here. So it's done for the sell. It has grabbed the whole sell side liquidity it needs. So, and it has traded into this imbalance right here. So this is what a bullish continuation to the upside. A bullish continuation to the upside. So here we have a short-term break of structure to the upside before this major break of structure. So that's why I'm calling this a short-term break of structure. And here we have a support level ahead price for this bullish run. So currently we are within this candle. We are within this candle, and we understand from this time frame, market has already engulfed this resistance level. Okay, based on support and resistance, it has engulfed this resistance level. So this shows us sign that market will continue buying to the upside. So our current support level, or our current point of interest where market will likely buy from, is likely what this support or this. All right. So what we do is what we go to lower time frame to look for mitigation within these two zones. On this 1 hour time frame, this is just a pullback. On this 1 hour time frame around here, there's nothing here. So we go to like 15 minutes time frame to look for mitigation if market will likely buy from that particular zone, or we'll have um, a buy continuation before even getting to that zone. So on this time frame, when we look at the last mitigation we have, so this still remain the PY for this area, the last mitigation here after inducing the whole of this liquidity right here. Here we have continuation structure, continuation outside here in mitigation, and another mitigation. So this gives us idea that okay, this area can hold price for bullish continuation. If market get to this area, we can look for buy here on BTC. So we have gotten a POY here on BTC after market broke this major high, or this short-term high right here on higher time frame on H4. So here we are expecting market to continue creating this range structure, at least to make a higher high around this area. So since that is my expectation, the next thing is what, if market will accumulate here, then give us a short-term pullback into these zones or into this one for a bullish continuation. So these are the two zones I'm monitoring for price. And the reason why I said we should have this session uh, this afternoon is if we have what a live analysis, or we have a clean setup for us to take live here together. Okay, so that is what I'm expecting. Now on gold, gold is fully bullish, right? And just from the last weekly commentary I gave that we are buying gold, I gave this outlook here and this also. So the next thing we expect of price is This being our inducement, a support level, or the last support level right there. So making this area your point of interest where market will buy from. Market now has taken out this high. So you note this high as break of structure. So this is our BOS. So for good, which I will update today after this live session across my channel, so that we are looking for good buy continuation to the upside. So we are buying the upside right here. The next thing is what, where will we enter the buy movement, or where will we buy from? So we can scale into 15 minutes, or if possible a minute time frame to look for that. Right here we have a clear mitigation right here. Okay, a clear mitigation. So making this area one POI, we can monitor for price to continue buying from. This is one POI. Then a secondary POI, that's our secondary POI. Our prime POI should be around here. Let's see. Okay. So this can be my primary POI right here. This can be my prime POI here. But if market did not continue buying from here, from this zone, except it's in Q zone, I will look for this POI. If not, I'll just pick this SC candle as our last baseline for us to continue buying from, where we'll likely buy gold from. So on this time frame, some people can use trend line like this, since you have now established a trend. So if market come back for this trend line, you can look for a buy continuation from that area. But this is one of my major zones where I will buy from. Okay, I'll buy from this area. Another one is what, this area. We have a huge imbalance right here, a huge imbalance. This imbalance can play another vital role right here. So I will mark it as imbalance. Since it's too wide, you can't just take entry, you just wait for confirmation around that area. So this will be a major POI right here for good buy continuation to the upside. So I'm expecting a buy from here or from this area. So I will update this trade later for us all. Now we look at Euro USD. On Euro USD, that was yesterday. I was actually looking for this sell, but I didn't take this sell. Neither this morning, I didn't take any of this sell, neither the buy. The reason why is because I'm considering this area to be a consolidation. The market is what, accumulating order. Now, apart from that being accumulating order, or market accumulating order, this is a short-term consolidation right here for market to take out this high. So that means this high is what, 99% chance market will take out this high. Okay, so it's a liquidity high. Since that is a liquidity high and these two has mitigated each other, there's a high chance it will also induce this high right here. So that means if you are looking at it in terms of mitigation, this will be our next POI above this area. Now, the reason why we are selling, we are looking for sell, is one major reason, because what, fundamental analysis is supporting what, USD to USD to sell. But based on the current geopolitical event in USA and all, based on the panic between Iran and Israel that is currently happening, all right. So I don't think USD will gain that strength at this current moment. So based on fundamental analysis, all right, I don't think USD will gain that strength because of fundamental analysis. But if not, I would have shifted to the bearish side. So because of that event that is happening, so we still stick with this bullish conclusion to what, make a higher high to take this high. So if that tension slow down, then we start looking for sell completely for this month, and if possible up to 3 months from now. So we'll be looking for sell, just like we have been looking for this buy to the upside for a long period of time now. So just like we've been looking for this buy to the upside, so we shift our bias from bullish to bearish for market to give us what, a pullback into this major range. Okay, so that is what we have currently, and that is what I'm expecting. So that is what I'm expecting this week. So a possible pullback right here, or if we have any major news that can push price down before getting to this area. So this is another major POI I have as my point of what, interest, where we can buy Euro USD. So that is one of the major analysis. The another one is this area where price is buying currently on GPB USD on GPUSD. So this is another POI we can buy GPUSD from. So this as POI, and another POI we have. My major primary POI was this. Okay. So this is where I will buy RUSD. So this is kind of like a risky entry. You can continue buying from here, possible, but this is my major point of interest to buy this pair. So that is that on GPB USD. So I'm trying to buy from here, which I will update later on. But I'm just waiting for what, if possible, if market can give us accumulation like a complete reversal model, right, for us to look for buy or sell program. So there's no accumulation, neither a reverse, a clear analysis for us to be looking for this buy or to be looking for sell currently. So there's no major view in the market, and most of the times when market is doing this, that means there's a news that's coming out, or a high impact geopolitical event that can cause chaos in the market, either to the bullish side or to the bearish side. So when market does something like this, I do stay out of the market if there's no what, clear model for buy program or a sell program. So I do stay out of the market most of the times. So another pair we'll be looking at is let's look at this pair before we come back to this USD pairs. Let's look at this pair I gave outlook on, which is GPB New Zealand. Let's see if we can have entry on lower time frame within this pair. Okay, so right here we have my major POI. We have my major POI. The reason why I picked this POI is, first, we have imbalance right here. Then this candle, this bearish candle, though I didn't pick the whole of this bearish candle because of this base candle right here. So this base candle or this white candle is my major target right here, not necessarily this black candle. This white candle right here is my POI right there. So since I have that POI and we have early consolidation right here, manipulation to the downside right here to the downside, then I'm expecting what, a bullish continuation right here. So I'll just wait for market to give me what, a bullish continuation on this time frame, like on 15 minutes time frame. So I'm just looking for this, the break of structure to the downside, then market to break this high, and I will take entry for a buy program to the upside. So this will be my first target, this slash this, but mostly this high right here. That is my first target. After that, then this. After this, the next POI, because on this pair we are still bearish overall on this time frame. Okay, we are still bearish right here. Market is giving us what, a pullback right here, so it can lead forward a buy program right here. And another thing is, what if market give this as what, a CRT reversal? All right, we have a bearish candle. This turn out to be bullish candle and close at least sometimes 50% of this range. That can be what, a good example of what, CRT reversal. All right, so it closed bullish and the body is to the upside, if possible close above 50% of this. So that can give us what, a bullish continuation to the upside. So here we have one POI. If market get to any of this POI, then it gives us a sell model. We can look for sell. Until then, our major focus right here is what, a bullish program give us a pullback. That is my major focus for the day. So from the last, before we go back to that USD pairs, from the last live session we did, which was on Thursday, we discussed this movement to the upside right here. And since market has broken this high right here, and we have here a high, a low, a high, a low, this is still what, a range structure. I still consider this to be range structure. So this is my last break of structure. Okay, so that means market can get to this area and induce this low, and I will still be bullish. So that's what I mean by this being an inducement. Also this. So all these are inducement. So we look for if we have what a clear reason for us to be bullish on this particular pair. So on this time frame, we are still bullish right here. A higher high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, then a high, a low, a high, then inducement low. This being an inducement, or you can pick out this as your internal structure inducement. So making this your primary POI for a buy program. So that means this pair is still what bullish or still what buying to the upside. So that is just a clear analysis of what we have on this pair. But there's no clear sell model or buy model. This is pure structure and inducement, the point of interest only. So the reason why we sold around here, when price was around here, where we were looking for this sell for us to target this low, was there was what a clear sell model right here plus charity reversal right here. Okay, so that was what we had right there. And on this pair, still the same thing, still bullish. This is clearly bullish, and the market missed this our entry right here, so it continue buying to the upside. That is it. This pair is bullish across multiple time frame on daily, on hourly time frame, even on minute time frame. So it's bullish on all almost all time frame, and this is clearly inducement right here. So our market has already taken out this high. Okay, so market has taken out this high. We are waiting for what? Market to engulf this high for this low to be protected. So once market engulf this high, I will expect this low to be what? Protected, since it has mitigated this zone. So that is just a basic idea of structure. Let's look at the USD card. So on USD card, let me clear off this. On USD card, okay, I was in this short-term buy right here, but it didn't get to my target, and it's currently selling now. So now, the first thing we understand is that GPUSD on hourly time frame or on 1 hour time frame is creating two-edged sword. Now, this is early consolidation or accumulation phase. This is also early consolidation, kind of like another accumulation phase. So it created it on both sides. So when it creates it on both sides like this, it can decide to target any of them. So I do most of the times I do follow the current or the recent one market is forming. Okay. So what do I mean by following the recent one market is forming? Since this is the newest one market formed now, and we have a short-term break of structure, I can be bullish around here. This being a pullback, at least to grab this liquidity into the structure range, and possible right here if market will target this high. So this will be my short-term bullish expectation on this play. After market get to this high, it can decide to start selling. So that is it. That's my bias on this pair. On New Zealand, the same thing. I'm bearish on this pair. So I gave this outlook. I'm bearish on this pair. So after this sell right here, I'm still selling around sell. So but this is kind of like a risky entry. Okay, it's kind of a risky entry because there's no break of structure around here. There's no clear break of structure. So I'm waiting for that. If market give me that, then this sell will sell lower to make a lower low right here and take out this low if possible. So that is my major view on this particular pair. So even if there's no break of structure, I'm still bearish on this pair. On USD card, yeah, this pair just like our last weekly commentary, our last live session, we said this pair apart from other USD pairs, we are fully bearish on this pair. I gave that outlook. I said our next POI will likely be this area. Before market come to this zone, we continue trading range structure. And someone asked a question, if I'm expecting USD card to continue dropping to the downside, and I said yes. I'm expecting it to continue making a lower low because currently card is a little bit stronger than USD. But from the last weekly commentary, USD is supposed to be stronger than card currently, but I'm expecting it to fill this imbalance. before I start looking for sell. Before I start looking for buy, I might say. So this is an imbalance I'm expecting to fill. So here we have a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high. I'm expecting market to continue creating this range structure right here without giving a major pullback, right? Without giving a major pullback into this zone before selling. So I'm expecting market to give us this, and this possibly before we see a pullback into this zone, and that to continue buying or to continue selling to the downside. So that is that. But I believe market once market get to this level, we'll start looking for what a buy program based on the current quote report we have on USD, because USD is gaining strength. If not because of this current geopolitical event we have in USA, California and all, and Israel and Iran, I'll be looking for what a buy program to the upside. So once these things cool down a little, then my bias will be bullish. And just like I said, I don't focus my analysis only on technical analysis. I trade both technical and fundamental analysis. So once fundamental analysis is telling us that you are selling, then we know that you are selling for long term. The only thing is that we start looking for what if market will be giving us a pullback or continuation and all right. So let's say you are bearish all this while, that does not mean market cannot give you this bullish movement right here, or these pullbacks right here, or these pullbacks right here. So the main thing is what if you give it that pullback, then you know that okay, it's just a pullback, or you're expecting to just to trade into this zone before the sell continue. Okay, so once market now give us a reversal that supports the fundamental analysis, the bullish fundamental analysis on this space, on this USD XS, all right, then we'll be buying fully. At the same time, we can anticipate some pullbacks in price, pullbacks in price backs, but at the same time, we know that we are fully bullish on that particular pair, right? Based on fundamental analysis. So that is what fundamental analysis uh, does, and that is what I use fundamental analysis for. So that is it. Now this pair, this can turn bearish right here to make a lower low. This can turn, and another thing I some people do ask me is that um, if you're expecting a sell here, that means you should be expecting a buy on GPUSD or on RUSD. No, I don't do it like that. So if there's analysis that support a buy program on this and it supports a sell program here, perfect, all right? That is what a confluence at that point. But if it's supporting a buy program, let's say my analysis is supporting a buy program here, and RUSD or GPUSD is also supporting a buy program, yes, I will look for that setup. Except maybe my analysis that's supporting the buy program here is kind of like a 50-50. So I don't trust that analysis. That's when I will just pick one and leave the other. So at that point, even if this is telling me that I should buy, I'll leave this pair and just focus on RUSD buy only, okay, or GPUSD buy only. So that is what I do most of the times. That's what I do most of the times, and I believe that is all. So this is another pair we discussed, and just like I said in that last weekly commentary, said we can expect a short-term sell here, then we can expect what a buy continuation, and that is what we are currently having. And just here we notice something: market break this high, but it didn't engulf it. So this means that this low is not protected. Market can come for this low before continuing buying to the upside. It can come to this low for as inducement before buying to the upside. So that is another major thing we can all agree on. So that is all. No much analysis for today, but we are waiting for just a confirmation on this page. Like this page, if we have a confirmation, then we the entry live here before we close for the day. All right. So this become our current high now. If market break this high, I'll be looking for buy program on GPB New Zealand. MBS. So if market break this high, you can enter this trade. All right. So if market break this high, this is our current major high right here. So if you break the high, we look forward a bullish continuation to the upside. So that is all I have for the day, and no much analysis. But if there is no live session today, I believe on Thursday we'll likely see a live trade that we can take live from the outlook. I'm giving in my channel. So that is all for today's live session. So today's live session is kind of like a little bit short, but that's just it. Okay. Okay. One question I got here is, do you trade SMT? The XY took out Monday high, but EU did not take out Monday's low. Okay, that is yes, I do trade SMT, right? But I can't discuss everything here. All right. So I do trade SMC. Like let's look at DXY. Let's use this. So on DSY, um, this was DSY. Okay, DSY did not take Monday or last week high, last week low. I mean to say, it took out Monday high. Perfect. Okay, it took out Monday high, which can lead for sell program. Perfect. So this is an SMC. Let's look at Euro USD. It created the higher high here, but this also took out Monday's low, but it's yet to take out this. Okay, so with this, okay, Friday high was also taken out, but this Friday high is not the high of the week, so the high of the week is still this high. The high of last week is still this high, so it's not yet taken out. Okay, so higher high here, then on Euro USD, we also have a lower low, but this low was not taken out. Yeah, but at the same time, it's still risky for me to take any side of the market. So I'm neither bullish or bearish on this pair, just like I said. So it's better to trade carefully. Okay. Um. So that is all for today's live session.